Oh, she smirked. What a bitch! Very well. Defense, the court orders you to begin your cross-examination. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. Let's do it! Every time that pops up now, it makes me think of Pokemon. It's like we're about to just enter a fight. Trainer Ouchie wants to do battle. That day I joined Dr. Watson for a rather late lunch. "2 p.m? A late lunch indeed. Late lunches are the latest trend in the British Empire. Isn't that so, my lady?" Can you just tell him to shut up already? No. That sounded like a no. A sharp one at that. This lady appears to be a guest at the medical research laboratory. Hence, she would often go out to lunch with Dr. Watson. But on that day, the victim had a doctor's appointment. I think there's a note about that somewhere in the court record. Why are we having flashbacks about that? We know. We established that, like, I don't know, 40 minutes ago? He certainly did. It was almost 2 p.m. by the time his treatment was complete. I see. That makes sense. Truly a perfect memory from a perfect lady. Oh my god. The witnesses then gathered at the restaurant. What happened next? Oh, the witness then gathered at... whatever. The professor wasn't able to eat, so I ordered a beefsteak for myself. Hi! Unable to eat? You're referring to the professor's visit to the Hotter Clinic, right? That is correct. You didn't even ask her first. It's fairly obvious. Incidentally, was the lady aware of that visit? Visit? I'm saying things so weirdly. Yeah, she heard about the tooth extraction the day of. That means... you were the one who ate the beefsteak, after all. That is correct. This photograph reveals how the scene looked at the time, sad and terrifying. At the time, huh? Indeed, what a tragedy. To have ventured out to this far eastern island, only to be embroiled in a murder case. I, Ouchie, shall become a vengeful god and sink my fist into the criminal's face. I take it the late Dr. Watson didn't ingest anything then. Well, water. Yes, with the exception of carbonated water. Carbonated water? Although he could not eat, he could at least have a drink. So the two of us made a toast, she says. A toast with carbonated drinks? Huh. So, what do you think of that testimony? I mean, carbonated was highlighted, so... important. Yeah, give that a little slap. I believe there's a deeper meaning to the lady's testimony. Oh, fascinating. What meaning would that be, pray tell? When the time is ripe, the meaning shall reveal itself. The defense requests that the witness's last statement be added to her testimony. A clever save. Now then, my lady. Would you please add that statement to your testimony for us? Gladly, she says. Nice, Isugi. I'll remember those words. Which words? When the time is ripe. What a convenient phrase. Could you take this a little more seriously, Naruhodo? We're having fun! The professor and I made a toast using carbonated water in wine glasses. They both drank the carbonated water, right? Correct. As their waiter, I distinctly remember pouring 2 glasses. Even though you're actually a detective. All the while, Miss Brett was eating a beefsteak. I heard that the Japanese didn't eat beef until the country opened its borders. Yeah, that's true. What a desolate country this must have been. Says the citizen of a country who doesn't even serve sashimi. Each country has its own specialties. You ought to be open to new flavours. Also true. Come to think of it. I was more surprised by the taste of carbonated water than by the taste of beef. Carbonated water has no taste, it's just not very nice. It's like you're just drinking fizz. Now back to the topic of Miss Exchange student's testimony. The only carbonated water I can drink is if it's flavoured. I can't help but feel like something's off. Naruhodo? Do not let even the tiniest detail elude you. What is with his face? He looks dumbfounded. Anything, no matter how small, could lead to a breakthrough. Or even a great turnabout. Got it, thanks for the tip, Asugi. This should just be called the Great Turnabout Attorney. The accused came over and greeted the professor, but they quickly began to argue. Okay. Right. I wasn't trying to pick a fight or an argument. I recognised Dr. Watson, so I went over to say hi, that's all. I understand your frustration, but there is little I can do about it. Oh no, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the lady next to you. For starters, what were the doctor and I supposedly arguing about? That may be difficult to answer. Why? Miss Brett doesn't seem to understand Japanese. Oh, of course, of course. Japanese is a worthless language anyway. English is the future, as they say. So, the prosecution believes that English will be celebrated for generations to come. That lady may look calm, but I know she's telling a bold-faced lie. I have to find an opening, no matter how small. Anyway, it appears that the accused returned to his own table after that quarrel. As I recall, you said as much yourself. Yeah, I still had some coffee left over. Right, but once you finish your coffee... Once I finished my coffee, I got ready to leave the restaurant. There's that smack again. Bitch. Right before my eyes... Okay. Carbonated water in wine glasses. That doesn't help. Wait a minute, were there two glasses? No, there wasn't, there was one. Oh, I see. That's where the fucking thing is. What the hell did I... Oh, I hit start. Whoops. Ah, my frame rate. Crap. Is it back to normal now? There we go. Jeez. Yeah, there's only the one wine glass. I'm stupid. A bottle of sparkling water and a plate from a steak lunch are on the victim's table. Yeah, oh my god. I didn't even realise there's only one glass. Jeez. My bad. That's it. I'd like to confirm something about this photograph. The lady herself just told us that the spectacle shown in this photograph was exactly how the scene looked at the time. That is correct. So what happened to the second glass? Except that's, you know, strange. Really strange. The only strange thing here is your inability to properly slam that desk. Yeah, that I agree with. What is so strange about this photograph? There's only one glass. I'm referring to the toast they made. The toast? The lady said she made a toast with carbonated water in wine glasses. But if that were the case... the table should have two glasses on it. Oh! You're right. There is only a single wine glass. No matter how you look at it, that's just a trivial matter. How could a single wine glass have any impact on the case? Trivial, you say? Even if it was the police that hid a glass to deflect suspicion from the lady? What rubbish. I would never perform such a foolish act. Then shouldn't there be 2 wine glasses? I mean, think about it. They made a toast. Yes, I suppose you have a point. While posing as a waiter, I brought 2 wine glasses to their table. But... oh... Detective, what did she just say? Evidently, the one who removed a wine glass was none other than Miss Giselle Brett herself. What? I was so profoundly shaken by the events that had transpired before my eyes, that I concealed the fact I was there, against my better judgment. Why? Sorry. Wow. See? It was a trivial matter after all. Excuse me? Lest we forget, her fellow countryman was murdered before her very eyes. You cannot blame her for hiding 1 or 2 wine glasses under such duress. That's absurd. Or perhaps... you dare condemn this frail foreign beauty's sense of playfulness. What? Oh please, you can't just dismiss something like this as mere playfulness. It's theft. By the way, how exactly did she hide the wine glass? Like a handbag or some shit. She said she placed it into the small handbag she was carrying. What a shock. That's not surprising. Every woman has a handbag. Her handbag? A fashionable pouch in which ladies of the British Empire store personal items. With this, we've established that the lady took the wine glass from the scene. We've also established that she had someplace she could have concealed a pistol. However, said wine glass is irrelevant to the case at hand. This evil student is merely grasping at straws. No, I think we're making some good headway. The court has no need for any more of his misleading accusations. Indeed, now that we know why the lady took the wine glass, we must all agree that it has no bearing on the case at hand. Wrong. Understood, attorney? Huh? But... I wonder. At this rate, if we wish to press this issue any further, we must first prove why it is worthy of discussion. Yeah. Miss Brett whisked the glass away in her handbag, so the crucial question here is... call attention to the handbag. Hold on a minute, she put the wine glass in her handbag. Indeed, nothing strange about that. Yeah, there is. It was something she could have concealed shit in. How are you all so thick? Every lady in the British Empire owns a handbag, you know. That I believe. As I recall, Miss Brett made a certain claim earlier. She had nowhere... there we go. This dress has no pockets, there's no place for me to hide a pistol. Haha! However, we now know she had a handbag. Oh. Wasn't it possible for her to hide a pistol in that handbag? Oh. Way to go, partner. I knew you'd notice that contradiction. What do you mean by that, you dirty little... It's simple. The defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, picked up a fallen pistol, then heard a gunshot. Since he did not pull the trigger of the pistol in his hand, there must have been another one. So what did she do? Just pull it out, shoot him, put it back in the handbag? I guess so. Another gun that was the true murder weapon. You can't mean... Detective. Yes? Did you investigate the contents of Miss Brett's handbag? Nope. No, I did not inspect it. I knew it. In other words, the other gun, the true murder weapon, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. What? What did you say? Ooh. Order. Order. Order in the court. I've also just noticed that the layout of these is actually the opposite as it has been in all the other games. Yeah. The prosecutor's on the left-hand side, and the... Wait. Oh no, it's always that way. Never mind. I think it's just the way they're shaped. So like, I don't know how to explain it. Are they always? Left-hand side... No, on Spirit of Justice, it was... The left-hand side was the ace attorney, was the defense attorney, and the right-hand side was the prosecutors. I'm pretty sure it's always been the left-hand side was the defense attorneys, and the right side was the prosecutor. Yeah, it was. Almost certain. I didn't even read that, I wasn't paying attention. Was it, you can't be serious? Something like that? Detective, I demand an explanation. Of what, Prosecutor Ouchie? How could you fail to give that handbag a thorough inspection? This lady has been forced to put up with false accusations due to a lack of due diligence. You did it, partner. You've created an opportunity to tear down her facade. You really think so? I'm waiting for that smirk. Oh dear. My goodness. You have no faith in the Imperial Police, I see. It's true, I did not check the contents of the lady's handbag. Because... there was no need to do so. What do you mean? I must thank the student attorney over there. He has reminded me of a piece of evidence that I forgot to show to the court. This here photograph. Oh, is it one of those that was see-through or something? Oh, shit. Oh, bugger. I took this photograph as a precaution after the incident occurred. What the fuck? What is on his hand? A chest? It looks like it's a weird tattoo. Is that a burn? Burn mark? It's the first thing I noticed after I saw the open handbag. As you can see, Miss Brett's handbag was captured in this picture. How useless. You can only store certain things that are big enough that wouldn't fall out. What? You can clearly see the inside of her handbag. Exactly, Your Honor. This handbag was woven from leather, a material popular among high-class Londoners. My word, its contents are out on full display. Hence, there was no need to inspect it. After all, if there was a pistol inside, it would have stood out immediately. Ah. The lack of a pistol is proof of Miss Brett's innocence. Here comes a smile. Knew it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present this, young student. Ugh. No! Oh, Jesus. That was exaggerated. That was really good, though. Order, order. Detective, I order you to hand over that photograph as evidence. Understood. As you wish, Your Honor. Photograph of the handbag has been filed in the court record. Taken by Hosonaga after the incident occurred. Giselle's handbag is pictured on a chair near the victim's table. I hereby conclude the cross-examination of the witness. No! The court believes that with this photograph, all relevant evidence is at hand. As long as there are no issues with this photograph, all doubts surrounding this case have been cleared. Now it is time to render a verdict. Nope. In other words, there is but one conclusion. No one was capable of committing the crime except for the student prostrated on his desk. No. I thought we were about to make a great turnabout. Instead, we were shut down before we could even gain traction. Oh god, even Asugi. Asugi? I'm sorry, Naruhodo. Now that the cross-examination is over, we have no way of prolonging this trial. What? Then, the verdict will be... Oh dear. You put up a good fight. For a starry-eyed student, I'll give you that. However, resistance is futile in the face of a fair judgment. Reflect on that fact to your heart's content from the comfort of your cell. Is this the end? My only friend. Am I really going to be jailed for a crime I didn't even commit? Seems like it. And what about Asugi? He'll be forced to give up on his dream of studying abroad. Hey Asugi. What is it, Naruhodo? Are we really out of options? You heard the judge. As long as there are no issues with that detective's photograph, the trial cannot continue. It's over. We just have to find a problem with that photograph then, don't we? Very well then. The court shall proceed to deliver its judgment. It appears that we can report back to the British Empire without further delay. Damn it. I will now announce the verdict for the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Way up. Oh, nice. He put his hand up. Please wait, Your Honor. Naruhodo? You should hold off on passing a verdict. What now? What are you going to do? What are you going on about now? Once the trial is over and a conclusion is reached, the judge hands down the verdict. That is the most fundamental rule that governs the Supreme Court. True. But His Honor clearly said, as long as there are no issues with this photograph, all doubts surrounding this case have been cleared. Now it is time to render a verdict. Therefore, in the event that there's a huge issue with the evidence, the trial must go on. Are you delusional? The only purpose of this photograph was to show the items in her handbag. How could there be any issue with it? We have to show him. You are... crazy. I understand the defense's concern. It's true, we have yet to examine this photograph closely. However, I can't imagine what additional clues may lie within this handbag. As if anything like that would exist. I'm sick and tired of the students' desperate proclamations. Come on, I'm not that desperate. I just know there's something about this photograph that stands out. Very well then. We will grant the defense one last opportunity. Come again? Oh damn. This trial may or may not end immediately, depending on what you have to say. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. In the photograph that Detective Hosonaga submitted as evidence, please proceed to point out the significant problem in this photograph. You got it! Ding 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 ding! Please take a look right here. On the victim's wrist, you can see a mysterious scar. Indeed. It looks like a burn. Oh, why is she surprised? What did you do, Giselle? I was wondering what you might blurt out in your desperation, but really, that has absolutely nothing to do with the lady's handbag, does it? That is, indeed, a scar from a burn. Could you elaborate? Not elaborate, Detective? The police had noticed the burn as well during the inspection of the corpse. However, since it had nothing to do with the cause of death, it was left out of the records. That would only be fair, because even establishing precisely when the victim suffered the burn would be impossible to begin with. Would it though? The more I look at this, the more I think that there's something strange about this scar. Kinda looks like a nose. But Prosecutor Ouchie is correct. As long as there's no clear connection to this case, I do not see any need to further investigate this burn mark. Unfortunately, Your Honor, the time for her to dine with officials of the university is fast approaching. If it is alright, the witness would like to kindly request that she be allowed to leave. Ooh, but of course. That is not a problem at all. Your Honour, please, let us hand down the verdict at once. Nope, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Naruhodo, explain yourself. Are you saying that this burn mark is somehow related to the case? To tell you the truth, I don't really know that myself, but if I just stand idly by, it's all over for me. No matter what, I have to keep pushing forward, even if I'm just grasping at straws. Yeah, you're right. Sugi? If we can prove a connection between this burn mark and the incident at hand, we may be able to wrench open a door that was once locked to us. What now? There's no way you can possibly pull that off. We cannot afford to waste time listening to baseless conjecture. In other words, all we need to do is show you evidence, Your Honour. The proof that links the burn mark to this incident. That is correct. Truth be told, I had overlooked this mysterious burn mark. However, the moment you pointed it out in the photograph, I did not overlook the sudden darkness that overtook the witness's face. What? My only option is to establish a connection between the burn mark and the crime. This is really important. I can't mess it up. I have to find the evidence that will reveal the truth behind the burn mark. Now I order the defense to present evidence to the court. What evidence establishes a connection between the burn mark and this case? It's like the shape of a chair. Oh god. Oh, there it is. It's on the iron plate. Ah! Crime scene photo! This is the same photograph from before. I think photographs really are an extraordinary invention. Things that are easily overlooked by the untrained eye can be recorded eternally for all to see. And what are you getting at? Tell us where we're supposed to see. I cannot allow your needless charades to waste any more of Milady's time. I hope you'll be willing to grace us with your presence for just a short while longer, miss. The connection we're looking for is very clearly shown in this photograph. Why did the victim have such a mysterious burn mark on his body? What was the cause? The cause? A bluff as obvious as that won't work on me. You would do well to present your evidence immediately. What do you suppose caused the victim's burn mark? I really like the music for this game, it's really good. The beefsteak? The beefsteak isn't the important part. It's the iron plate under the meat. The plate? Oh! What's the matter, Your Honour? This iron plate bears a certain insignia. It's safe to assume that this is the symbol of Laquentos. Ah! The insignia on this iron plate. Boom, boom. And the shape of the victim's burn mark are a perfect match. Actually, the burn mark on his wrist is a bit longer. Ouch! Naruhodo, you're really something else. He's right. Therefore, we can assume that the victim received the burn mark at Laquentos. I'm hearing murmurs from the crowd. Or the gallery. But, even if that may be true, it doesn't mean that he was burnt on the day of the murder. Surely it was on the day before the crime, or the day before that, or any other unrelated day. Well, you see... Bad news, Prosecutor Ouchie. The chances of that are terribly low. Asugi. Why would that be? Look at how clearly the burn shows on his skin. A burn like this would have sent the restaurant into an uproar. Detective Hasanaga, what are your thoughts?